Yeah. Right. That was complicated, wasn't it? Right, so GWAT going to be running. Hang on, let's double check about the overlays on the right side. GWAT, yes, okay. So GWAT going to be running Montana, Des Moines, Goliath, Venezia, Stalingrad, Daring. That's a lot of doubling up. All right, and then Bogie and Pay to Win going to be running Yamato, Kremlin, Des Moines, Goliath, Moscow, Gearing, Marceau, double Marceau. So they're circumventing the double clever man with the double Marceau. Marceau does have the speed to get around the map, but it doesn't quite have the long range AP damage or the main battery reload booster for its DD fights. But it does have, like, slightly higher DPM than a Kleber without its reload booster, so that's nice. We're probably going to be seeing straight away a split of the two Marceaus. Just one there, speed run, try and get the caps, try and get to the safety islands. Let's go. In fact, I'm very much mistaken, and they're going to be sending the Marceaus over there, and they're going to be sending their gearing on its own over at the sea cap, and he's going to be supported by the Des Moines, so it'll probably be a smoke screen for the Des Moines. Meanwhile, the two Daring is going to be splitting up to go the opposite side of the maps, and everybody looks to be... No, this Daring looks like he's going to the B cap. Okay, this Daring is going towards the B cap. These double Marceaus going to intercept? I think they are. The double Marceau might be trying to get an early fight against this Daring, trying to catch him out, and then trying to use this to get him to escape. Very risky. Very risky, especially considering the size of this blob that hasn't managed to get themselves on the right side of the map yet. We do see the Venezia, like, is just currently struggling to figure out where the hell he's going. Like, ships going, like, crossing over each other. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, isn't it? Alright, let's keep an eye on these two Marceaus, because I think something interesting might be about to happen with his Daring over here. Right, they're both going to be pinging frantically on the minimap, like RPF here. It's at E4, it's at E4, like ping. And they're both turning out. Oh wait, no. What is the play here? Is the play here? They're going to start reversing towards it. They do have the Moskva in position to start radaring. Early shots out coming from the Yamato. Got carried by Doc. Oh, straight on the... Oh, that could have been a lot more painful or certain Mr. Stalingrad if that was, like, a meter further forward. We do see the Marceaus starting... Oh, Des Moines gets slapped. Des Moines pressing W, going to be spotting the Daring with his radar. The Marceaus should be opening up as well any second now, as soon as they get the vision from the render delay. There we go. And now the Daring is in a world of hurt. Prismo from GWAT currently experience the full wrath of Des Moines, Marceau, with a little bit of Yamato and then a little bit of Moscow thrown in for good measure. Down to half health. He will be able to heal some of this back if he survives, but he's currently running a fire. Engines out. Not sure how much longer is left on that Des Moines radar, but the Des Moines also getting punished for this play. Daring pops his Damacon. Gonna get his engine back. Gonna get his heal running. Des Moines does go down to 20,000 during that brawl as well, though. None of those torpedoes are going to connect on anything either. Right, there we go. I'm not sure if he's still spotted, if they're just trying to blind fire right now. The engine does go back out for the Daring. He Damaconed, like, Damacon's over. Now he's just going to limp home and be like, okay, let's not do that again. And the Marceau is completely unscathed for it. Well, this one's just took a whack now from the Venezia, but yeah. In the meantime, their spare Daring is now in the A cap. Should have a free cap of it. I don't think the Marceaus can do much about it. They're in too late. And also, this Des Moines is going to make it down to the rock here. So the Des Moines is going to be parking himself either alongside broadside here or down here if he wants to take a more aggressive position, because the Yamato shouldn't really have shots on him, and they don't have any sort of pushing battleship, and they know exactly where the two battleships are, so he can take this more aggressive side of the island if he wants to. completely keep everything out. Radar out. Gonna be trying to look for those Marceaus. Doesn't quite find them. A little bit, 10k chunk onto this Des Moines, but meanwhile the Goliath took an even bigger one. The Goliath lost about half his health. He does have a super heal though, so you can get the majority of this back. I think you got oh, also what happened to the Thelvarim as well in the Moscow? There's some trading been happening in the background. I haven't been looking. Right, anyway, let's position the camera steadily so we can have a look. We see the Moscow as being farmed by things. Right, so Daring going to be smoking the Des Moines forward. The red Des Moines is going to be popping his radar, catching out this Daring and Des Moines as he's in the process of it. So that means this Yamato might be looking for shots here. Nope, the Yamato does not care. The Yamato is looking for shots onto the Daring instead, which is a much juicier target. Prismo going down to these sniping Yamatos. I've seen so many Yamatos sniping so many DDs. It's beautiful to see. Not as a DD main though, just, you know. And now this radar should still be running, so this Yamato's gonna be turning his guns. He's like, oh crap. This Des Moines is like, please don't hit me, 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 and running the hell away. Marceau could be looking to see if he can make a run to try and dislodge this Des Moines at some point. As soon as the smoke screen goes down, this Marceau can probably make some sort of play to try and like rush it out, and then have the Yamato try to counter, like, to try and delete the Des Moines as he goes out. You're going to be smoking up the Moskva because he's sick of being farmed, most likely. Kremlin and Des Moines can just march their way through C if they choose to. The only thing holding them back is the Montana. Des Moines doesn't care about Montana, like, overmuch. He just shows them his belt. Goliath, you know, like, doesn't really want to take the spotting trade with Des Moines because he gets slapped for it. In fact, speaking of the spotting trade, oh, he's just going to drop some torps. I thought that was him fruiting. But yeah, Des Moines going to be opening up onto this Montana. They're being allowed a lot more freedom than they should be to push through this island chain. Absolutely nothing holding them back anymore. Radar out from Stalingrad, north of BCAP. I mean, north of ACAP, sorry. Be looking for those Marceaus. Going to be picking up the gearing, actually. Shots out, don't quite do much to him. A little tiny 1,000 or so. Torpedoes towards the Kremlin, expiring at his bow, because why wouldn't they? Okay, that one didn't. And that'll be a flood, that'll be a Damacon, that'll be a let's farm this Kremlin down now. So how many things we got here? We got Goliath, Stalingrad, Montana, who can just spam HE at him. Venezia, with his sap, can't really get anything done with it. But there is another set of torpedoes from the Venezia who might get the Stalingrad would have to do like a really harsh turn out here. Are you still flooding? No, I imagined that. Yeah, the Wargaming Potato 1 Kremlin just needs to like get himself dark before he gets himself set on all of the fires in the world. See maps like the focus fire is coming heavy. Double fire onto him. He does have the quick cooldown on his Damacon, but he doesn't really want to be eating through all of his Damacons immediately. The Kremlin is suffering. Right, Marceau and Des Moines. This might happen at some point. I apologize in advance if I miss this. It'll happen. I can't promise I can watch it as it happens. Let's go back to watching the Kremlin getting farmed down. Goliath making his way into the B cap. This is a bit bold. Got himself caught bow in front of Moskva, Marceau, Des Moines. Like, you are not about tank and cruiser. You need to be like kiting outwards. You either need to make the break for this and go for the island, or you need to not be there. Like, you need to turn out. Very, very unfortunate positioning. Also, this Montana getting himself caught bow in and reversing as well. Also just being sat and being farmed next to the Stalingrad. I think his initial plan was to try and like get some shots onto the Kremlin, but like he's just got himself caught bow in and now he's just being farmed. Gearing dropping the smoke screen down for the Marceau to sit and farm him from. Torpedoes out from the gearing as well. I think they've all been successfully dodged. But like even the Marceau over here, simply Carl's trying to get farming on the general retribution. Radar coming out from the Stalingrad. Maybe they're looking for some sort of counterplate to all this, but I don't really see what they're looking for with this radar. They might be just trying to get something out of this smoke screen, but I think like they know the distance of the smoke screen. They know they're not going to like put the smoke screen in range. Kremlin looking for the cross map broadside shot on the Stalingrad. Gets a fair chunk out of about 10k. Stalingrad Omega W and trying to catch these two DDs that are in the smoke screen. And then instead gives up and goes for the cross-map shot back on the Kremlin. Like, the majority of the shells get lost on the way there. It's down to this one rogue shell. I think. Watch out those islands. But yeah, this Montana got himself caught bow in, now getting farmed down. And the same thing's going to happen to the Stalingrad too. Like, they've got the double fire burning on the Montana. I was like, alright, let's get the double fire burning on the Stalingrad too. There's one on its bow. Goliath with the broadside shots in him as well. Stalingrad pops the Damacon. They realize one, the fire has gone out on the Montana. I was like, actually, you know what? I liked it better when he was on double fire. Let's all focus him back down now as well. General Retribution gonna be like YOLOing his way to his death. Like he got himself caught bow in for no apparent reason, and just he's gonna be happily there he goes. The Stalingrad of Rainbow Dash, like he's now gonna be the next to suffer the same fate. You got this Marceau, and you got this Yamato, and you got this Des Moines. All of them looking to farm you down. The Kremlin hasn't managed to die yet. Like they're still looking for shots onto him. How are these torpedoes looking? He should catch this one directly on the bow. He's also running a double fire right now. Yeah, comes the one on the bow. He's running a flood too. And you know, fire plus water doesn't equal no fire. Like that's not how it works in this game. Nope, they don't cancel each other out. He's gonna go down now as well. Marceau trading with the Daring. Does manage to pick him up. Not sure what they can do with that though. Venezia rammed the Des Moines in the background. Somewhere. For reasons. We have the Daring in the smoke screen. Gonna eat the double fire now. Not just a single fire. Either way, he's gonna burn down. Doesn't have a healer ready. Doesn't have a Damacon ready. He's like, you know, trying to dump off his crew safely at the nearest island before he goes down. Throws out his torps because why not? Yep. Now that leaves a very, very, very strong position for Wargaming Pay to win. They have 3 ships on the enemy team completely surrounded. And a 500-point lead with a cap. Oh, yeah, this game's over. Wargaming Pay to win. Going to be taking this series 2-0 very convincingly. And I have 20 minutes to kill. Game. So I'm going to go see if I can find myself game 3. Congratulations to Wargaming Pay to win. I'm not sure again. I'm not sure if that was the winners, like going at the winners bracket or what. But congratulations to Wargaming Pay to win.